Hey folks, this is Bob Desmond over at thecontrariantrader.com. What I wanted to do today was an ad hoc video about taking a loss. No more critical of a topic for a trader, especially a new trader, because I remember when I started out, it took me a long time to realize, you know what? First out, best out. That's what I teach my members. So before we get into the topic and review the charts, please subscribe to my channel down below or up above. If you're watching this on my homepage, leave a comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment. Let's get some dialogue going. It's great for everybody, and especially for you new folks out there, new to the market, your first correction coming up perhaps. No better time than right now to evaluate your long positions and think whether or not the time is now to begin to scale out of your long positions, especially if you've enjoyed this ride up in the markets. It's been a great, great bull rally. However, it looks like it's getting a bit weak, and now what I want to do is go to the charts and let's discuss it. Open dialogue, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and here we go. Okay, folks, the topic of this video is going to be the continuation breakdown on a monthly basis, meaning in this case, it's the GDX. The GDX is the Market Vectors Gold Mining ETF, basically a basket of stocks in the gold mining sector. Now, let's take a look at the monthly chart. Why did I buy this stock? What attracted me to it? Well, if you take a look, again, monthly chart, so it's a long-term chart. You have 6 months of bottoming at this blue annotated line, which I drew. And what this chart told me was that you had buyers below. What these bottoming tails in the candlesticks implied that there were buyers below. Now, it's good that I identified it. It's good that I was able to see opportunity. However, what's even better when you're looking at a chart like this and using technical analysis, candlestick charting, is that you're able to identify where your stop loss should be. Now, again, monthly chart, keep in mind that today is Monday. It's the first trading day of the new month. This is a monthly chart, so here is last month. Now, over the weekend, I sent out my Contrarian Trade of the Week Ahead video commentary with regard to our holdings, which was the GDX, one of them. I mentioned that we showed some bullish action the final day of trade last month, because note how at one point in time during last month, we were trading below the lower band of this support level. And I told them mid last week, listen, if we close the month out below the support level, we're out, we're gone. We will not take a further loss. We're going to want to keep our losses small. And that's the key to being a successful trader, is having humility, admitting when you're wrong and moving to the sidelines. And trust me, when I first started out with my dominant type of personality, it cost me a lot of money to learn humility, and it was a valuable education to learn, but it came at a price. You don't need to pay that price. Learn to take your losses. Critical lesson number one, if you want to be a successful trader, learn to take losses. Back to our lesson. So we closed the month out back above the support level. Great sign, right? Thumbs up. Looks like we're all clear to possibly consolidate sideways and potentially break out above this declining downtrend line. It wasn't to be had. Fast forward to today, the first trading day of the month, and we broke down below last month's lows. And that's it. We had put our stop loss, entered it into our computer. No need to sit in front of your computer. No need to do that. We knew where we wanted to get out before the bell rang this morning. So I put a stop loss in just below the lows of last month, knowing that, listen, one tick below the lows of last month, I'm out. Because charts are great. They are fantastic. But they are not crystal balls. And all too many times, you have people looking for answers in a simple chart. And it's not to be had. A chart simply tells you what the probabilities are. And price action today implied on this chart, this breakdown below last month's lows, it's telling us that the probability of a continuation downward move in the GDX is very, very high. Could we rally and close back above this support level later in the month? Absolutely. No doubt about it. And you know what? I'll be the first one to line up and buy the ETF. But as of right now, the path of least resistance is down. And if we don't have the humility to admit that we were wrong, we have no business being in this business. So, to my members, I had no problem letting them know. We stopped out. Okay, so how is this a continuation breakdown? All right, a continuation breakdown is this. We topped out on the GDX back in July of 2011 at $66.11. We pulled back, counter trend move, and then we broke down really hard. For 6 months, it looked as if we were putting in a bottom. And if you looked back to 2008, we were in the range where it is conceivable. In fact, we found support here in late 2008 and rallied into 2009 through 2011 when we finally topped out. So it was plausible that we had a bottom in this ETF. So we opened up our position. Now the continuation breakdown occurred when we broke down below last month's lows. That was your continuation breakdown. And when you see that, that implies that this secular downtrend will continue and that we'll probably see, judging from this chart, a minimum of $20.80 seen back here again in 2008. And if we break down below the 2008 support level of $20.80, we'll probably go down to the teens on the GDX. Now, if I liked the GDX at, say, $21.25, which is about where my basis cost was, if I liked it there, wouldn't I love it down in the teens? And even if it got down to $15.48, I would love it there. Talk about a bargain. And I'll be so happy that I had the discipline and the foresight to stop out of my position early, move to the sidelines, and wait for the selling to end. Then get back in at a logical support level. See, charts make you smart. They don't tell you the future, but they do make you smart. And folks, if you have any questions about this topic, please leave a comment below in the comments section. I'll definitely get back to you. I love to help people who are learning how to trade or who simply have a question. You could have 10 years of experience and still have questions. That's fine. I've been trading stocks for 25 years. I have a lot of experience. I'd love to share it with you. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. And to get my weekly stock picks, just go to my website, thecontrariantrader.com, or click the link above, and it'll take you over to my website. Enter your email address. Every Friday, you'll get my hot stock pick list for the coming week. And folks, again, thanks for stopping in. Leave that comment, subscribe to my channel, and like me on Facebook. Thanks so much, folks. Take care.